drive. Come on, let's ride. Backseat phantom top, tits rolled down. Didn't want.
What's up? It's your girl, The Real Jessica Show, and we're back again with another episode. So, how have y'all been doing? What's been going on? Like, what's up?
It's been cool, girl. It's been cool.
It's been good, girl. It's been good. Well, I missed you, so I know y'all missed me. Today I'm here to talk about how to have a healthy relationship. I mean, this can apply to not just a romantic relationship, but like any relationship, a friendship, a siblingship, your nieces, your nephews, your pawpaw, even Pootie down the street. I mean, it don't matter who you want to have a healthy relationship with. This is just 10 things I would say you should do. Like, the first thing you should do is be patient and be kind. I mean, patience is key. I mean, because think about it. I mean, think about you. You working on you and they working on them. And I mean, you just need to learn to always respond with kindness and patience, because you will want the same thing. We're going through life together. So as a friend, as a sibling, wouldn't you want to be patient and kind? So that's number one, I would say. Number two is listen to understand. You gotta want to listen. Like, listen to understand, and not to sit up here and be like responding with how you feel. We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to how you feel, obviously, because if you're in this relationship with somebody, whether it be a sibling or auntie, uncle, your spouse, you're going to want to be listened to. So you always want to give what you want to receive in your relationship. So that's why you should always listen to understand, and don't be thinking of a response while they're talking, because then you're not even really listening, because you're literally thinking about what you're going to say back to them while they're expressing how they feel. That's not listening. You're thinking of a response. You need to be listening to understand, okay? So you can get a feel for where they're coming from. Before you respond to anything, think. Sometimes you may need to take a deep breath. You may be one of those people, like me, who when you get upset, you may not breathe. Sometimes you need to think before. Just breathe. Like, literally. Take a deep breath, and when you take that deep breath, that literally allows you to get some oxygen to your brain so that you can really think about what you're finna say, because you don't want you to say something to them that you wouldn't want said to you. So, like I said, you need to be patient. You need to listen to understand, and you really need to think before you speak, because you don't want to say something that you wouldn't want said to you. And that's just that on that. Like, that's why you need to learn to communicate clearly. So this means you should still be kind when you're communicating clearly how you feel. You should be able to say, hey, when this happened, this made me feel like this. But that also takes self-awareness. So you have to be self-aware of how you're feeling in any moment, at any time, with something. So you need to learn to know how you feel. You need to be able to decipher if the way you're initially responding is how you should respond. Sometimes you respond the way you saw growing up, so that may be with withdrawing, that may be with anger, that may be just lashing out. But you need to understand that that initial feeling may not be how you're truly feeling. So you need to take some time back and to really understand. Maybe I responded this way, but maybe what I'm really feeling is hurt. What I'm really feeling is disappointment. What I'm really feeling is sadness. So you need to be able to know how you feel so you can communicate that clearly to the person that you care about, okay? Because remember, it's a relationship, so you give and you take. Next, you need to take space. And this may be a break, it may not. I mean, a lot of people say don't take breaks, but honestly, you really have to do what's best for you. So if you need a space, that can be taking the space to journal, taking the space to write down how you feel, taking the space to literally just think about how you feel, is taking a step back from the situation, but communicating that. Communicating like, hey, I'm not in the headspace right now for this. Because, and then just move forward, That's what you gotta do, That's what that's really about, so that you're thinking before you're speaking, you're not saying things, you're listening to understand, and moving forward. Taking that space allows you to declutter your thoughts so you can be able to communicate clearly. It helps you to determine your true emotions and your true feelings. So also, you gotta be respectful. That means you can't be calling nobody out their name. Point blank, period. And don't say things to intentionally be hurtful. Like when you love somebody, whether it be a sibling, whether it be definitely, a friend, anybody, you know they high points. You know what could set them off. Don't be doing that intentionally. That's not okay because that's not respectful. Period. And realize it's not a you versus them, it's us versus the problem. So how can we navigate this better so that if this happens in the future, or so this doesn't happen in the future, or if it does, how to move forward, you know? And then have regular date and intimacy nights. And intimacy is literally, by definition, closeness. So that means you can have intimate nights with siblings, with aunties and uncles, where y'all have a game night, you're going bowling, y'all kicking in. You can do it with your bae too. Y'all can go ahead and take a little vacation, a little staycation. I mean, it's so many things you can do to build intimacy in your relationship. Take a cooking class, take a pottery class, go skiing. I mean, it's so many things you can do with somebody that you care about, and y'all can try new things together. That's gonna build that intimacy and that closeness. And that's what life is meant to be. Life is meant to be communal. We're meant to be social. That's the way God made us. So that's why we're supposed to be outside, kicking it, enjoying everything, just like enjoying life. So that's why you don't want any tension in the relationships and the people that you care about. Of course, there are going to be things that arise that you got to talk about. You're going to have to communicate it through, but that's with any relationship. With your parents, there are times that, with your parents, you growing up, y'all have disagreements. But clearly you move past it because you're still communicating each and every day. And so that's why a lot of the tips I'm giving is working on yourself. It takes a lot of internal work, okay? That's what it takes. It takes you working on yourself because, these might not be necessarily things that people saw or experienced growing up. So they have to learn these new behaviors. You have to learn these new habits, and these new habits help you become who you are. And that's what it's about, spreading and showing love. And so always remember, it's a blessing to have people that want to journey through life with you. That's amazing that there are people who want to talk to you every single day, or every once a week, or once a month, or reaching out to you. It's amazing that they still want you to be part of their life as they're growing older. I mean, each and every day is truly, truly a blessing. And that's what I'm here to tell you, that each and every day is truly a blessing, and you should definitely be kind, patient, listen to understand, always think before you speak, communicate clearly, take that space to understand how you feel, be respectful, realize it's not a us versus each other, it is a us versus the problem. Take regular date nights and intimacy nights. Always work on yourself, and always remember it's a blessing each and every day. It's been me. Oh, it's your girl. Follow me on Instagram at The Real Jessica Show. On Twitter at Just Say Cuh. I got a Pinterest, The Real Jessica Show. Go ahead, add me on all that stuff. I love to hit me up in the comments. Hey girl,